Good morning, boys and girls. It's Miss Petrelli again, and I'm happy to see you in our art class. We are working on our self-portraits, if you remember from last week. So what is a portrait? Does anybody remember? If you said a picture of a person, you are right. And what do you think a self-portrait would mean? That's right, a picture of oneself. So we drew a picture of ourselves. We used guidelines to map out where the parts of our face were supposed to go. And then we took an eraser and we erased all of those vertical and horizontal lines that we used because we don't want to see them anymore. We don't need them. So now that we have our pencil drawing of our self-portrait, and we have looked in the mirror and we have made changes and we have added what we wanted to add or given ourselves earrings or I don't know, whatever it is that you wanted to make it look more like yourself, whether they're glasses. Maybe I want to add my glasses. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to put them right here. And I'm looking at the camera to help me put those glasses in. Maybe I want to add those. Okay, so once we have drawn our line drawing the way that we want it, now we are ready to choose our colors. And that is what our purpose of the lesson is going to be about today, boys and girls. We are going to learn about analogous colors. You say, analogous colors. Very good. Now what that means is that they are three colors that are side by side on the color wheel. Any three colors, but they must be right next to each other, touching each other like a neighbor, right? Your neighbor is right next to your home. So we're gonna choose three colors. Now you can pick any three that you want as long as they are analogous or they are side by side next to one another on the color wheel. Now, you can start by choosing your favorite color, which is what I'm gonna do. My favorite color is green. And so if I look here at green, I see that the yellow greens and the green blues are analogous. So they are side by side. If I look down here at this color wheel, I see that there's a light, medium, and dark value of greens. Or if I pick this dark green, I could pick green and blue and violet, right? Which would be another family of colors, which are the what colors? That's right, the cool colors. The warm colors, the cool colors. There are primary, secondary, tertiary colors, which are seen here. We know these are the first family of colors. They make all the other colors in the color wheel. So to make it simple, I'm gonna start with my favorite color. So I think I'm going to trace all of me in green. Now remember, it's your choice. You can choose whatever material you have. If you'd like to paint it because you have paints or tempers or watercolors or pastels, you can. If you have crayons and markers or color pencils, whatever you have that you can color with, you may use. I am going to trace in marker and then I'm going to add color in crayon, I think. So I'm gonna color my large spaces in crayon and I'm going to trace and do small areas in marker. Why? Because it just comes out neater that way. So I am going to start to trace and I want to trace very slowly and carefully. And if you notice on my paper, I have a lot of lines that I was sketching. I was sketching a lot. So I can go back at the end and I can erase those sketch lines. So now I'm gonna come here. Whatever I don't trace over, I will erase at the very end so that it can show our very best effort and our best artist skills, our best practice skills. So even my skin I'm going to make green. Why? Because we are learning about analogous colors. I can do that, curve my shoulder a little. Let's see. My lines here. I'm filling in my nostrils because that's a small area. If you want to make your eyebrows look more realistic, you do not have to leave this line, this initial curved line that we made for our eyebrow. That was really a guideline to map out where our eyebrows go. So if I erase that, I can just make my small curved lines representing my hair. Which one do you think looks better? Your choice, right? I think this one looks better, but I did that one already, so I'm gonna leave it there. Let's see, I'm gonna leave my glasses for another color, but I am gonna trace my lips here. I hope that everybody looked in a mirror if they had one to try to make it really look a little bit more like you. And I am looking at the camera so that I can add maybe these little lines. Maybe I want to put this little line here to show that I'm grinning. Do I have to? No, I don't have to. It's your choice. Everything is your choice because this is your drawing, right? So maybe I'm going to make this green, and then maybe I'm going to make my hair, let's make my hair blue. That'll be fun. So I'm gonna make sure I have green here, and blue is right next to it side by side. So I think I'm going to trace my hair in blue. That might be fun. Then I can see what I would look like if I did have blue hair. Maybe some of your family members have blue hair or red hair or even green. Okay. So I'm going to go over all of these lines. Maybe I'm going to color in my hair bands in blue. And I'm going to take my time, boys and girls, okay? There's no need to rush. I think I want my glasses blue as well. So I am going to trace them. Now remember, if you want them to look like real glasses, you need to double up the line. That means one line here at the top and another line right beneath it so that you can fill in between with the color of your glasses. So here's my other line. I hope that you had a good time drawing yourselves. Sometimes when we look in the mirror, we can find some pretty cool things about ourselves. Like who has dimples, who has freckles. And you want to make sure that you add all of those small details because those are part of the details that make you, you. Because we're all different and that makes us all special. So here are my glasses. I'm just taking my time. I'm tracing slowly and carefully. Oh, I like those. Okay, now my hair, I don't have to trace over every single one of these lines, and I'm not going to, because when I'm finished doing my hair and all these little curved lines and zigzag at the bottom here for the bangs, I am going to erase the lines that are left over. Now, this really isn't my self-portrait. It's just the example that we used last week, and I was trying to show you if you're a boy, you wouldn't have the ponytails necessarily, right? Usually, some boys do have long hair, and they might put it back in a ponytail, but you could be it could show a boy or a girl, and there you go. That's what we were drawing last week. So I don't have bangs, and I don't have straight hair, so this is really a portrait. let me see. I'm gonna fill in my iris green. I happen to have green eyes. And I'm going to make the pupil black. Yeah. I'm just gonna color it in with a crayon. This green came out super, super dark for my eyes, but that's okay. So now I have traced everything except for my eyes. And I want to make sure that I trace the football shape or the whites of our eyes, and that I include my eyelashes. Remember, curved lines up and out towards our ears. That is how to draw eyelashes that look realistic. Okay, so now I have traced all of my lines. I think it looks good so far. And now I can color. And when I'm coloring large areas, remember, I am going to choose to do it in crayon. Why? Just because it looks a whole lot nicer. It looks so much better when I can fill in all of the white spaces and when I don't see the direction of my lines. I really don't want to see my marker lines going every which way. Although we really shouldn't have them be going every which way, because we should always try to color in one direction. So here I go. So now, let's see. I have blue, I have green, and I need one more analogous color. So I can go in either direction on this color wheel. Let's see what we feel like doing once I've colored everything that needs to be blue, blue, and everything that needs to be green, green. And then we'll figure it out. So remember, I'm coloring slowly and carefully. I want to go and erase all of my pencil lines that are showing everywhere once I trace. I can't forget that. Otherwise, the pencil is going to show. Okay, that's a lot better. And now I'm going to finish coloring here. You are doing a great job, boys and girls. I am very, very proud of you. And the drawings that have come in to me look really, really super. I'm really excited to see what they're going to look like after this week's lesson when you add your what colors? Yes, analogous colors. And what does that mean, boys and girls? It means 3 colors that lie next to one another side by side on the color wheel. Okay, there's my blue hair. Awesome. Now I need my green face, I suppose. So I'm going to find myself a green. Here we go. I guess I will use this green since I can't find the dark green. Now remember, I'm coloring fairly quickly so that I can show you everything that I need to show you in the amount of time provided for you to receive this video. But you are going to take your time, please. Remember, the whites of our eyes need to remain white. Do not color them in. Why? Well, you could color them in if you don't want it to look like a real person. But then again, this is expressionistic, right? It's not all realistic, because I don't think I've ever seen somebody green. Have you? So I'm going to leave those whites of the eyes white, because I think that that's going to make it look better. And now I'm going to leave the lips for my third and last color. I don't know what that's gonna be yet. Not too sure. But I like it so far. And remember, boys and girls, you can choose any 3 colors. Any 3. Okay. So now, I think I'm going to make the color of my lips be the same color as my shirt. Maybe. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Okay, so let's see. I have green and I have blue. I could either pick a purple or I could go with a yellow. So here are my greens. Here's my blue. I can go to the right on this wheel and choose a violet, or I can go this way and choose a yellow. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna choose purple. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make my lips purple. I'm going to make my shirt purple, but maybe I wanna, oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make my shirt purple. I'm going to color this in nice and carefully, all in one direction, filling in as much of the white space as possible. Why? Because we want our artwork to be colorful, which means full of color. Colorful, full of color, right? So, I'm going to do this here like this. Now, you can, some people did, you can add things into your background if you want, where you are, parts of the interior of your home, or show that you're outside somewhere. You don't have to. You could put lines to design and decorate your background if you want to. You don't have to. I think I'm going to make the background here. Maybe I'm going to make it a very light purple. Or maybe I take all 3 of my analogous colors. And what I do is I mix them together or blend them together or use them in different spots. Maybe I put some blue here. Who knows? Whatever you feel like doing, right? Maybe I'm gonna put this purple here. I don't know. I don't know, boys and girls. You get creative, okay? You are making sure that the purpose of your lesson is to choose 3 colors that lay side by side on the color wheel, okay? It could be red and purple and blue, right? These are the reds, these are the purples, and these are the blues. So red, purple, blue. I could have made my face red instead, and that would have been red, purple, and blue, okay? So that is your lesson for week 2. And I hope that you enjoy coloring it in and choosing your analogous colors as much as you did drawing and using the correct proportion for your self-portrait. So I am super, super proud of you. And I can't wait to see your artwork come into Google Classroom for 5th grade. Please submit it. And I can't wait to see what you've created, okay? I'm very proud of you. I miss you a lot. And I'm excited to see what you're going to do next, okay? So thank you very much for being with me today, and I will see you again next week. Bye, boys and girls.